All right. Thank you for your part in the co-creation of this experience.
It is our deep pleasure.
All right. My first question to you is: can you tell us what is that huge complex under the pyramids, and what was it used for?
Many different things: initiations, rituals, practicing out of body projection, so on and so forth, and a storehouse of knowledge, a teaching center, an initiation center for the priesthood.
Okay. Sounds pretty cool. Sounds pretty cool. My next question is: can you tell us about a civilization that chooses not to tie themselves into a single agenda per se, but instead takes on a more nomadic approach to all that is, and what is their perspective on this?
Were you talking about our civilization?
well, not necessarily. Well, yes, but also not to the extent of like going into a specific agenda, like the hybrid agenda.
Oh, I see. All right. Yes, but the idea is many beings in my civilization don't necessarily participate in that idea directly. I'm a first contact specialist with regard to my connection to Earth, so it's necessary for me to delve into that. But that doesn't mean every being on my planet does. And yes, there are many other civilizations that have nothing to do with it whatsoever. We have described a few of them now and then. They're off doing whatever they're doing. There are many different ways in which different civilizations express themselves throughout the cosmos that have nothing at all to do, and many of them don't even know you exist.
That's pretty cool. I like to see it as like a party hopping experience, so to speak.
Well, all right, sometimes that happens too.
That's pretty cool. All right. My last question is Tourette syndrome actually a form of conscious channeling, and can it be focused in a way?
Yes, to some degree, it's kind of a short circuiting of a connecting to another level of consciousness. But the idea is that for one reason or another, and there are a variety of reasons, some of which have to do with the idea of health, some of which have to do with the idea of physics, some of which have to do with the idea of neurology or chemistry, there may be a short circuit in the neurological system that actually prevents the connection from coming through smoothly. The idea of doing different things that will allow for alignment between the different hemispheres of the brain through the center of the brain, the corpus callosum, can aid and assist in the idea of smoothing some of that out. But there can be a variety of ways that that can be done. Depends on the individual. One technique we have suggested in the past is for an individual to focus on the idea of the infinity symbol crossing through the center, going from this hemisphere to that hemisphere, and imagining a meditation where you are visualizing going back and forth through the center so quickly that suddenly you just see the infinity symbol as if it is blinking or flashing very quickly, and allowing for the idea of alignment between the hemispheres of the brain going through the center, the corpus callosum, to act as an idea that will allow for more organization to happen in the hemispheres in a more coherent way.
Hmm, that's pretty interesting.
Yes,
All right. Well, thank you, Bashar.
it is our passion and our pleasure. You are welcome.
All right. Bye.
Hi, Bashar. My name is Chris from California, and I wanted to clarify a couple of your teachings about reincarnation. You say that we are only ever who we are now, and that reincarnation is an illusion because everything exists all at once. But at the same time, you also say that we can have other experiences beyond this one and complete our themes in spirit and go on to create experiences of reincarnation. And I like the sound of that because, as much as I'm enjoying being Chris from California, I also want to explore and experience a lot of different things as well. So, how does this all fit together and work? And how is it that we can continue to have experiences while only ever being who we are? I feel like maybe it's like that you have a television and you can watch different movies on it, but that television is always only going to be that one screen. Is that kind of how it is? Thank you.
It can be. But understand that we're talking about two different levels of consciousness here. On one level, everything is here and now, mechanically speaking, physically speaking, in terms of the structure of existence. But linearly speaking, and the whole point of linear reality is to experience the concept of time and space and change and being able to have different experiences. Even though they actually mechanically are all happening now, it doesn't mean that you experience them as all happening now. So you have to understand the difference between a description of the structure of existence, in which everything is here and now, and the experience of that, the relationship to it, which can create the time-space, linear, different experiences that you're talking about enjoying. So you have to be careful of understanding what level you're talking about. We will often go back and forth when we say these things because of some of the limitations of your language. So realize when we're talking about the structure as opposed to when we're talking about the experience of the structure.
Good day, Bashar. Good day, other beings listening, and good day to all of my fellow humans that are here as well, too. Thank you so much for taking my question today.
It is our passion and our pleasure. What would you like to discuss?
Well, actually, there's this experience I had when I was a child, linearly speaking, of course,
Yes.
about a stroller that ended up floating in the middle of my room.
Yes.
That I was just always wondered what that was about, and I was hoping you could fill me in on that.
Well, to show you that you are connected to the hybridization agenda, therefore some of the hybrid children were playing a little bit of a game by levitating that, to show you that you're not alone, that you are connected to other children in that sense at that time, and that they are part of your family.
Oh, that's so beautiful. I have another experience that I was curious about as well.
Yes.
So I was in this session with light language, and I seen a Sasquatch in the window,
Yes.
and later it turned out to its name was the Hairy Fairy, and I was wondering if you could elaborate on that.
Well, that's not literally its name.
Yeah, yeah, totally. It's just what it wanted to call me or call it. Yeah. And that was just what the lady had said because she was channeling at the same time. So I was just curious as to what that meeting was about. And
Well, in the sense that it simply picked up on the energies that you were connecting to and was curious and looked in to see what was going on.
oh yeah, that's what it felt like. It felt like he was just a curious being. So I just yeah, that actually really
Yes,
feels.
because they're sensitive to those kinds of energies. So when anyone is dealing with those, sometimes it may attract the attention of those that are sensitive to it.
Yeah, it was like such a beautiful like trance moment. It was such a privilege to be to witness that.
Yes,
So
all right. Anything
yeah.
else?
Yes, actually, thank you. So I'm pregnant.
Yes.
I wanted to know if there was any like permission slips that could kind of develop like a stronger mind to like endure like the pain of childbirth.
Go into nature and talk to the trees.
Beautiful.
They will help you. It is not given to us to give you that information. It is given to them to give it to you when you are in nature. You will find something that will help.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Um, okay, so I just have one more question.
Yes.
I was wondering about if there was any extraterrestrials working with me, and like
Yes.
I was also yeah.
Such as me right now.
Yes, I know. I knew you were gonna say that. I was just wondering about like if there was any other ones.
Yes, of course there are. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it for now. Focus on what we have already told you about being in nature, making the connections to the elementals and the trees and the water and the grasses and the flowers and the rocks. There are many things going on in nature that you are yet to become aware of that will help you.
That's wonderful. Speaking of nature, my last sorry, I was just wondering if there was anything that I could do for my fellow family member, dog and cat, that that would help them with their excitement as well.
Is your cat allowed outdoors?
Yes, of course.
Can you take them with you into nature?
Yes.
Then go as a trio.
Oh, okay. Oh, sometimes she follows us. Yeah, okay. That sounds great. And
All
then
right.
I'll talk the trees with them as well. While I'm
Relax, find a comfortable place in nature, just open up and see what you get. Start that way. All right? Don't forget to bring water with you.
Thank you. That's beautiful.
All
Well
right.
said. Just gotta
All
stay
right.
hydrated. Any chance you could say anything about spontaneous combustion? Because that's just been something that I've wondered as well.
There are certain chemical reactions that can happen sometimes in a body that have to do with the raising of a frequency a little too fast along the neurological net that actually can cause burnout and what you have been referring to as a spontaneous combustion. But usually these things occur when a person's vibrational frequency is raised too quickly by the interaction with a portal to another reality, a portal to another dimension. Sometimes these portals can open up in random places on your planet, and if a person intersects one, it can raise their vibration so quickly that it actually causes a rapidity of molecular action that can create combustion.
Crazy.
If you say so.
Yes, thank you so much, Bashar. I really appreciate it. And I just want to send some extra love to the hybrid children who are listening as well too. And just thank you everybody who are present here today too.
You are welcome. Love received.
Aveo.
Aveo.
Hello, my name is Christine. I'm from Wisconsin. My question is, if I'm struggling with some of my personal relationships that I have with others, does that mean that there's beliefs that I need to identify and redefine? Or does that mean those people I am repelling and need to consider removing from my life? Thanks.
Well, you'll have to make that determination because it could be either. So you have to have the discernment to be able to tell the difference.
Hi, Nanny. Hi.
Speak up, speak up.
Dear Bashar, I see you as I seen that I just wanna tell you how much I love you and
All
how
right.
much I have so great gratitude and appreciation to your presence at my moment.
Our unconditional love to you as well.
Thank you so much. And I can't stop crying, so please forgive me.
Oh, there is nothing to forgive.
So, dear Bashar, my name is Bita. I'm Persian. This team born as a Persian. And I just want to at this moment tell you how much I have appreciation because as soon as I called you, you came to my dreams. All this time, I seen your ship, I seen your present, I see Mr. The Real that present in front of me.
All right. Do you have a question or are you just sharing your appreciation?
I have a question. My question is, dear Bashar, I do have a moment that my body, my soul, and my spirit always they are aligned within each other. I feel the tons of energy within me. How can I make this as a bliss? How can I use that energy? Because
Be
other
of
than
service.
here,
Be of service to others. Follow your passion. Be creative. Use your imagination. Follow the formula we've shared with all of you. That's how you channel all the energy that is aligning within you. Just follow the formula. That's the instruction manual. So how can you be of service to humanity? Use your imagination. Go and act.
thank you.
Yes. It's not very complicated.
It is absolutely true. It is absolutely true.
All right. Then that's
Yeah,
all you need to do.
Sometimes being as an I actually doing in an action I really looking for my passion and my excitement. My excitement is channeling. My excitement is seeing my stars family. I've been asking and begging for this.
No, you don't need to beg. You do not need to beg. Everything happens in perfect timing. Just go and take the actions and serve others, and all the information and all the experience you need will come to you in perfect timing. You don't need to beg. You just need to act. That's it. Don't look for your passion. Act on your passion in whatever way it comes to you, even on simple things. Just do the action. Everything else will take care of itself.
I have another question.
Yes.
How can I make my son, my child, to be also connected for as a light being? How
Your
can
child is connected. What do you mean? How do you make him connected? Everyone is connected. You can help him become aware of his connection, if that's what you mean, by again being a living example. Let it rub off. Let the vibration rub off. Again, for children, how old is the child?
He's 4.5.
All right. So again, use your creativity and imagination to provide a safe space and create situations that help him learn how to make choices and how to allow him to be responsible for the consequences of the choices he makes in a safe way before testing it out on the world. Find his passion, adapt the lessons you think he needs to learn to live on Earth to his excitement. Don't squash his excitement into the lesson. So you need to be imaginative enough and creative enough to allow him to know he is as powerful as he needs to be to attract whatever he needs in life without having to hurt himself or anyone else in order to attract it, and allow him to learn that there are consequences to every choice so that he can make positive choices with positive consequences, and to be of service to others will be of service to him. Teaching a child these things will allow them to grow into a responsible, creative, intelligent, loving, creative adult. All right?
All right, dear Bashar. Can I ask you another question?
Well, that was a question. You don't have to ask if you can ask. Just ask.
Thank you. I always wondered how the universe can expand it in the nothing. What is actually the energy? Is that the love that makes the universe expand by itself?
In a sense, the vibration you call unconditional love is the vibrational frequency of existence itself. Remember that expansion and change and time and space are creations within existence. Existence is not subject to them. Therefore, the idea of infinity is simply existence's natural state. So expansion within existence is simply a physical reflection of the fact that existence is everywhere, is everything.
Beautiful.
Our unconditional love to you. Good day.
Unconditional love. Good day, Bashar. Thank you.
Hi, Bashar. I'm Audrey from the Canary Islands. Nice to meet you. I have a question for you regarding unconscious beliefs. So by definition, I imagine we don't know about them because they are unconscious. Do they become conscious while we are having relationships with others? Any kind of relationship through the mirroring effect so that we get to know ourselves and who we are? Are any unconscious beliefs that remain unconscious for a lifetime? And I'm asking this question regarding the formula that if sometimes we cannot act on our best excitements, for example, for changing a job, and because we have a belief that we are not going to get supported in our best excitement, then basically how do we change that belief? Thank you.
Well, again, yes. To the first questions, yes, of course. Having a relationship, because the purpose of relationships is to get a reflection that tells you more about who you are, can reveal unconscious beliefs, certainly. There can be a few unconscious beliefs that aren't revealed during the course of a lifetime. It depends upon how you approach your life. But generally speaking, if you approach it from a positive point of view, it is unlikely that important beliefs will remain unconscious if you're open to receiving what you need to learn from why those beliefs were unconscious to begin with. The idea of not believing that you will be supported is simply a lack of understanding of how things work. Because again, you're always being supported. You're never not supported. It's just about what you're being supported in. So it's not about learning to be supported. It's about knowing that you're always supported, but that the support will take the form that you say is what you believe you will be most supported in. You can be supported in your belief in a lack of support. So you just have to be clear in your definitions about what it is you're being supported in, but you're never not supported.
Hello, how are you?
Perfect, and you?
Good, thank you.
All right, what would you like to discuss?
First, I'd like to discuss, it's around your last transmission, how the Oversoul works.
Yes.
Basically, I just wanted to know, you talked about how currently our human form, we're not, so to speak, our whole soul, but part of our Oversoul.
So to speak, yes.
And I just wanted to know, are we able to coexist on the same earth with, say, a rock, plant, or animal, and possibly capable of coexisting in a similar experience we're having as a human, either on this earth or, say, somewhere where you're from, for example?
I'm not sure we understand the way you phrase that question.
I guess how I'm having my experience right now in this human form.
Yes.
Can I also be having a similar experience either on this earth or on another planet or another existence?
Yes, but when you say, can I? No, because you are this human. Can your greater self be having other extensions simultaneously as other forms of life on Earth or in other civilizations? Yes, but that's not you as this person. It's you as the greater being, if that's what you mean by can I. You're speaking from the oversoul level then. Yes, that's possible, but not as this human personality. No, this is you, this human personality. This is this extension of the oversoul. Just as a rock may be another extension, or an animal may be another extension. But each of those is an individual identity. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah, it does, yeah.
All right. So you have to be careful when you ask questions like that. What level are you saying I from? The oversoul can say I can have all these existences simultaneously. But each of the extensions can't say that, because each extension is unique as that extension.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yeah, no, yeah, it does really help. Thank you.
All right. Anything else?
Yes, there's another thing. So for the past 4 years, I've been seeing someone on a fortnightly basis, and usually we go through sort of courses that we go through, but my last interaction with them was sort of based on a recent relationship which has since ended. And towards the end of the hour session I have with this person, we sort of she had stopped talking and sort of said that I'm being shown 3 objects. The first one was a king chess piece with a blank chessboard.
Yes.
The second one was colorful ribbons with keys on the end of them. And the third one was a hair comb. We did discuss a hair comb, something you comb your hair with, like a
hair
brush.
comb. All right.
And I was just wondering if there was anything you could elaborate on that, possibly who it was that was passing that information on, or, sorry, giving me those objects.
The higher mind is attempting to use representative symbology to represent the energy state in the relationship at that particular moment. Is this relationship being played out like a chess game? Is somebody trying to get to the other side and be kinged? Is it more of a competition, or is it something that's more of a cooperation?
Cooperation.
All right. Are you attempting to elevate one another by being reflections for one another of what will allow each other to become more of who you are?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
You guess?
Well, yes.
All right. Then it may simply be representative of the idea of the level that you're playing this on, that you are each achieving your own kingship, so to speak, in a colorful way, in a way that includes all vibrations, all frequencies. Does that make sense?
Yes, yeah.
All right. Does that help?
Yes, it did help. Thank you.
Yes. Anything else?
And there was one more thing.
Yes.
I've felt drawn to your teachings for a long time, and I really appreciate everything that you do. And I do find that I could come across a video, and it's exactly what I need at exactly the right time.
All right. Thank you for your synchronicity.
And I sort of find that I would never feel myself pushing anything onto anyone, but I do feel every now and again that something may come up that I feel like they need to hear in a sense. And
all right. Well, if it's an appropriate situation to share something because it's presented itself that way, then fine, you may share. But at the first sign of any kind of hesitation or rejection or non-acceptance, then you can stop. You can just feel it out.
Yep. No, I understand that. I really understand that one. And I guess I'd just like to have maybe a better explanation on who it is that I'm sort of speaking of, which is yourself, Bashar. So maybe an explanation where I can sort of explain who it is that I'm getting these messages from, where someone who has never watched anything like this to sort of understand a bit better.
You can just say you feel it's a connection to source or higher intelligence that's coming through, a connection to your own higher mind, a bigger point of view. You have experience thinking things through, and you've arrived at these decisions yourself. You can take responsibility for it as well.
Okay. No, that's really helpful. I really appreciate your time.
All right. It is again our passion and our pleasure.